On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Just justify that and say, well, it's just words. Don't worry about it. Or logic. With all due respect, like he's above critique. The people that needed to critique him or criticize him or had strong opinions, they said it while he was here. Everybody wasn't around with Martin Luther King. So no, I don't have anything. I don't have anything of consequence to say about that man in his transition.
Yo, Courtney, why do we go so hard for against all people that got a lot of stuff to say now that he gone, but they ain't had nothing to say when he was here?
Because of the reality.
Well, first they didn't know him, they didn't listen to him, and they criticize things that they heard, rumors, clips. So, I mean, we go hard for the message and what he stood for.
Positive, then stay off of that dog. He off limits. Some people is above it. You keep MLK name out your mouth. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, that's my personal opinion.
I could understand where Anton is coming from, just because I feel like we are too comfortable critiquing people whose lives we don't either contribute to, we don't have no responsibility for them. Like, it's too much of a norm.
We need to sit down this Thursday show, because this is what we do every Thursday show. We're critical about people that we have.
We ain't talking about dead people though.
But like you, I mean,
come on.
But I mean, people do it. People do it. So I wanted to be clear. I wasn't defending Lee Simone, but I can understand where she was coming from. I do understand where she was coming from, just because he was a leader. It will make you second guess certain things just based on how things are in today's world, and how like people just see fit to just nitpick and pick at everything. Like, if you're in public or if you're in the public eye, folks are gonna listen to what you're saying, draw their own conclusions, and have like their own perspective of how they feel like you should present it, how they feel like you should have done something. Is it right? Nah. But I could totally understand, Anton, where you're coming from though, because folks got to learn how to respect the dead and let people rest in peace. I do agree.
Real quick. Simone track record. Why?
Real quick. Logic is lying. He's been lying for about 20 minutes, and I pulled the video up to just go see the point to where you lying. You said your words. She did not say that he wasn't great. That's not what she said. Okay, everybody that's on that video, go to hour and 7 minutes and 47 seconds and play from there. And you tell me whether or not she said that he's not a great man. She said it 5 times. So again, that's my only argument with it. Critiquing somebody. Wait, let me finish.
No, I said what minute mark.
Okay, timestamp 1 hour, 7 minutes, 47 seconds. Started from there and then let it play. Okay, so again, my issue, just like I said before, critique people all you want. I have whatever. Whoever you critique is perfectly okay. But when you say that somebody's not a great man because of him cheating on his wife or a single flaw, I believe greatness is built on, it's like a sum of all parts. If I have 10 things on my checklist, you check off 9, you're a great man. But what she's saying is, just because he cheated on his wife, all the people that he gave rights to, all of that, none of that shit matters. You're just an okay man, verbatim, quote unquote. This is not this is not my interpretation. This is not, conjecture. These are her words. You're not great. You're not great. You're not great. You're just okay. You're an okay human. That's what she said. And that's wrong. Period.
Especially coming from her.
Yo, if something ever happened to me, please don't show up at my funeral speaking about me. Real talk. Because listen, if anything was to happen to any one of y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to defend y'all. Can't nobody say one negative word about not one person on this panel. It's not even open for discussion. Y'all can't say nothing about him. Ain't no critiquing, ain't none of that. Y'all can dispute the work. Y'all can dispute whether or not, they poured into this much, but ain't nobody gonna say negative nothing about y'all. I don't want nobody speaking at my funeral except for my wife, my mama, and my daughter. Because this is insane. This is insane, bro. This is crazy to me. Jesus Christ, bro. Martin Luther King. God.
Hey, you guys, I know we're about to transition to after hours. I know some of you guys got to go. So appreciate y'all. If you want to tap in for another 15, 20 minutes, then we'll go ahead and do it there. So I appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all got to go, but we can go ahead and finish the discussion. All right.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
All right.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right.
Peace out. But yeah, I mean, that's intense shit. When my grandmother passed away, I couldn't. I was mad at my mom for saying certain things. Like, I stopped speaking to her when I get what Anton is saying. Certain people supposed to be off limits, especially when they're not here to defend themselves. But I also understand like what she was speaking to. I think it was more. I think she was just speaking to like whether the perception was more important.
Well, Lady T, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
At what point do we, as a community, stand up and say, you have a plethora of modern day, real time, right now examples that you could use? Why that one? Or Megan? Because she posed the question. You got a number of people to pull and pick from. This is what I'm saying, man. We sit up here and act like okay, I'm in America. I have the right to do this, the right to do that, the right to speech, the free speech, and it's supposed to be without consequence.
No, that's facts.
Right? And we throw around in this space. We throw around the word critique. I put it in the back chat.
Mm-hmm.
We throw that word around. When we get on this panel, it's opinions and it's criticism. It is not a critique. Roger and Ebert critiqued. Nobody is doing a detailed analysis and breakdown of anything that we're critiquing something, because a lot of times we don't get the subject and we don't get enough time to study and formulate and put things together to be able to do an efficient critique, which is why people will jump in comments and poke holes through everything.
So they criticized him, and they were critical.
Right. It wasn't nothing critical about what they were saying. They were criticizing. There was no critiquing there. It was just to me, it was just tasteless and tacky. But the big thing to me is because I see it now where people just do not respect or care about anything alive or dead.
They don't.
And it makes me nervous about where we headed when we could just justify that and say, well, it's just words, don't worry about it, or logic, with all due respect, like he's above critique. The people that needed to critique him or criticize him or had strong opinions, they said it while he was here. Everybody wasn't around with Martin Luther King. So no, I don't have anything of consequence to say about that man in his transition.
Yo, Courtney, why do we go so hard for Ump? Against all people that got a lot of stuff to say now that he gone, but they ain't had nothing to say when he was here.
Because of the reality.
Well, first they didn't know him, they didn't listen to him, and they criticize things that they heard, rumors, clips. So, I mean, we go hard for the message and what he stood for.